Hi there. For today's assignment, you should have started by watching the presentation on the how ly word predicate expanders. If you haven't done that, go back and make sure to watch that first. Remember, on each slide, you need to hit the pause button so that you can listen to the video with the directions on it. Once you're done with the presentation, you're going to open this document that I have here, and you're going to be doing two different things today. So I'm going to show you how to get started. The first activity that you're going to be doing is you're going to be looking at some examples of sentences, and you are going to be rewriting the sentences by changing the position of the how expander. So let's look at this first one. The cat moved silently across the room. So I know from the underline that cat is the subject. I know that the word moved is the action predicate word because it has the predicate symbol. I know that in this triangle, the word silently is the how expander. It's describing how the cat moved. And I know in this triangle where it says where is my propositional phrase, and it's expanding the where question. So the cat moved across the room. All right. So when we talked about the how expanders, we talked about how they need to be placed as close as possible to the action predicate word in the sentence. So the how expander word is silently. This word silently needs to be as close as possible to the word moved in the sentence. So there's two ways that you can do this. You can place the how ly word right before the action predicate word, or you can place it right after the action predicate word, just like it was done in this sentence. So what you're going to do is you're going to go down to this box here where it's gray and yellow. In the gray box, you're going to double click, and you're just going to start by telling me what is the how ly starter word. So which word did the author of this sentence use to describe how the cat moved? And it was silently. I'm going to type silently in here. Okay, so remember all these words end with the letters ly. That's why they're called the ly starter words. Now, we know that the word silently can be right before the action predicate or right after. So since it's right after the action predicate word in the example, I'm going to rewrite this sentence and I'm going to move the position of this word to be right before the action predicate. So I would do that by typing in here, the cat. Now I'm going to put the how ly word right before silently moved across the room. Okay, so all I did is I took that how expander and I just replaced it so that it was before the action predicate word. Notice how my sentence is framed. It starts with a capital letter. It has a stop sign at the end. All of my spelling is correct because I'm just copying from a sentence up here, so yours should also be correct. All right, so what you're going to do is you're going to go down, you're going to read each model sentence that's given for you. You're going to tell me what the ly starter word is in the how expander. So here it was loudly. And then in the yellow part, you are going to rewrite the sentence by moving the how expander to a different position. So if the how expander is after the action predicate word in the example, you need to move it before the action predicate word when you're rewriting it. So for this one, I would say the students loudly clapped at the puppet show. Okay. So notice not all of them have the how expander right after the action predicate word. There's some where the how expander comes before. So for those sentences, you'll rewrite it just the opposite. You'll put the how expander after the action predicate. So Lily reads quietly. All right, once you're done with those, you're going to scroll down here and little typo. So what you're going to do for this part is you're going to be putting some sentences together, and the sentences are missing one part. They're missing the how expander with an ly starter word. So you are going to use this word bank here that has a bunch of different how expander words or adverbs. We call them in English. They all end with ly, and these words help us to describe how the action occurred. So we have gently, gracefully, silently, slowly. So you can choose whatever word you think makes sense. and you are going to go scroll down here. And so you're given a few things. You're given a subject word, which is underlined. You're given an action predicate word, which has the action predicate symbol underneath it. You're given a where expander. So here we just have a position word overhead. And then you have a how expander that's empty. So what your job is to do is to pick a how ly word, and you're going to use it to build a complete sentence. So here I have the planes flew blank overhead. So how would a plane fly in the air up high? I'm going to look at my word bank. I'm going to say rapidly. Rapidly. That means really fast. When I see a plane in the sky, I think, wow, that is moving so fast. So the how ly expander word that I'm going to choose for this sentence is rapidly. Okay, so I'm going to start by writing that over here. Now I'm going to put my sentence together. So the planes flew. Notice I have my action predicate word flew, so I need my how expander right after it or right before it. So the planes flew, I'm going to put it right after rapidly. And then overhead. And then up here in my stop sign. I could have written it this way. The planes rapidly flew overhead. Okay, so notice how I just moved my how ly predicate expander to be before the action predicate. Here it's after. So you don't have to write two sentences. You can just pick one way to do it. So that would be my example. So you're going to go down and same thing. You're going to have a list of different parts of the sentence. You'll have a subject, an action predicate, a where expander, or a prepositional phrase. Your job is to pick a how ly expander word from the word bank up top that will fit with the sentence, and then you're going to type the complete sentence in the gray box. Again, make sure that you're using capital letters at the start, that everything is spelled correctly, and that you have stop sign at the end. And I am very excited to see what you guys come up with. Every time we do another one of these lessons, your writing gets more and more descriptive and interesting. So keep up the great work.